I encourage you to really maximize the 2 minutes. Okay, I understand. It's not that easy to come up with a story in a short span of time. Not to mention you just had 1 minute to prepare for it. You're not familiar with the topic. If you can't relate to it, oh, I understand. But actually, you can make up stories. You can lie. The examiner would not know or would not care if that's true or not. The important thing is that you're able to speak, right? That's the most important thing because this is a speaking test. But actually, there's a clear strategy or method that will help you preparing your story in part two. Have you heard about the IMF method? Okay, you haven't. All right, don't worry, I'm going to introduce you this method. It's actually a formula to tell a story. It will help you prepare your story. You can do it in your 1 minute preparation. Yeah, let me share my screen first. Okay, just a second. All right, so this is what I'm telling you. I am F method. So in part two, it's like storytelling, right? So it should sound like you are telling a story to the examiner. And this method, it will enable you to create a story with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Let's start with letter I. It stands for introduction. Yeah, introduction. It is the beginning part of your story, beginning. And it's like giving a short overview of what you'll talk about, or simply introducing the topic. And to be able to introduce the topic more effectively, it's better if you can use an introductory phrase. So inside these box here are examples of introductory phrases that you can use to introduce your topic. Can we pick one? Okay. So yeah, that's nice. That's a good choice. When thinking about this topic, the first thing that comes to mind is that's now your introductory phrase, and now you just have to add the topic. The topic here is a long journey you had and would like to take again. And you can do paraphrasing a bit. Yeah, you can paraphrase the topic. So, uh, yes, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can replace keywords with its synonyms in order to paraphrase the topic. You can make it specific that really fits to your story. So, a long journey you had and would like to take again. So, mine is, what did you say? My trip. Okay. My trip to Korea. Okay, that you would like to take again. Alright, that I would like. Instead of saying like, you can use other words like synonyms just to paraphrase it. I would, yeah, I would love to take it. Okay, very good. This is now your introduction. Let's move on to letter M. This is, yeah, it stands for main points. This is the body of your story or the middle part. Body. And this is the longest part of your answer because you have to include these prompts. If you remember, you were given a topic along with each prompts. And these are the prompts. You have to include this in your main point. And now, since 1 minute preparation is too short for you to create your whole body or to write lengthy sentences to be able to complete it, it would be better if you just write keywords instead. Keywords for each prompt. And these words will guide you on what to say next when you're given 2 minutes to speak, right? So again, this is for 1 minute preparation only. Okay. So that you can really structure your story or formulate your story. Let's do that. Let's try to do that. Let's start with these prompts. Where you want. Now we give me keywords for this. Okay, you can be more specific because in your introduction we've already mentioned Korea, so you can be more specific here where you want. Okay, let's choose one type. Very good. What else? Okay, very good. What else? Okay. Next prompt. Who you had the journey with? Can you give me keywords for this? At least 3 keywords or 4. The more keywords, the longer your story will be. Okay. Friend, best friend. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sister. What else? And the neighbor. Okay. Next, why you had the journey? Vacation. Okay, very good. What else? Okay, to unwind. And what else? Yeah, that's okay. Two, okay. Reward. A reward for yourselves. Okay, very good. Next, why explain why you want to have it again. Can they give me keywords? Oh, okay. You wanted to stay longer at that time, but you had to go back. So the keyword that I'm gonna put here is that. How do you call this? You. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. Next, what else? To explore other. Okay, to explore other things, other parts. To try new foods. Okay, I'm just gonna put here the word explore as your keyword, and later you will have to expand these keywords into sentences. Okay. I encourage you to give more keywords here so that it would be lengthy. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Very good. Okay, so this is now the main point. Main points. Your main points. Let's now move on to the last part of IMF method. That's letter F. And it stands for feeling or future. So we already have the beginning, the body or middle. Now this is the ending part of your story. Yeah. Ending part. You can either talk about your feelings or the future. Of course, you have to connect it to your topic. You can have at least one or two sentences here in the ending part. It's like giving a reflection. Okay, I'm gonna show you an example. Just a second. I'm gonna show you an example here. Hmm. Can you see my screen clearly? Okay. All right. On here, can you see this example? For example, this is the topic. This kind of an electronic equipment that you have. But this is the topic, for example. So you can either talk about your feelings in your ending part, like this. Overall, I feel, and then how you feel about it or what you feel about it. Right? And you can also, or you can also talk about the future. It's like giving a reflection, what you want to happen in the future. Like in the future, I think I will or I hope, and what you want to happen. Of course, you have to relate it to your story or topic. So in your story here, which would you like to talk about? Your feelings or the future? Okay, feelings. Happy. Okay, that word you can actually replace that with the word delighted. Yeah, to enhance. Okay. Overall, don't forget the linking word so that your sentences would flow smoothly. Overall, I, I felt delighted to be able to experience. Very good. So this is how you do the IMF method. Now, what I want you to do is ex- to connect these into one paragraph or one story. Just imagine that the examiner is giving you 2 minutes now to speak. Imagine that this is what you said this is what you did in your 1 minute preparation, the IMF method. And now the examiner is giving you 2 minutes to speak. So all you have to do is to connect everything into one paragraph or one story. You start with your introduction, and then for your main points, you just have to expand the keywords into sentences. And you end it with this, yeah, ending part. Are you ready? Okay. You can start now.